Welcome back. Now, nearly 3 million women in Uganda were married before the age of 18. Now, this statistic paints a grim picture of the situation report on child marriage in the country. Now, northern and western Uganda have the highest prevalence of 59% and 58% respectively. Now, UNICEF and NTV Uganda are jointly raising awareness to end child marriage. You too can join the campaign using the hashtag End Child Marriage UG. That is hashtag End Child Marriage UG. Now, joining me in studio is Professor Maggie Kigozi, who happens to be the ambassador against child marriages. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you. Thank you,
Doctor,
Flavia.
Professor, whichever you said. Welcome to NTV tonight.
Thank you.
This is we were talking about.
Can I say the same to you? Welcome to NTV tonight.
Thank you so much. But this is a topic that you and I wouldn't want to discuss, as you've been saying, but have to bring to book, because 49% of women who are 20 to 49 were married at the age of 18.
Yes.
Really?
Below 18.
Such statistics, though.
They're
How do we
really
get there?
bad.
Culture?
They are really, really bad. And I think we need to be open about it. We need to talk about it. The law is very clear. The Constitution is very clear. Nobody gets married before she's 18. It is illegal for you, for any man, to marry a girl below 18. It's not only below 18, it's below 14, it's below 12.
Wow.
Those are the girls that get married. So we need to stop this. All of us together. It's got to be a concerted effort. It's got to be the leaders of this country.
Yes.
It's got to be the cultural leaders, the religious leaders. The police has to do its work. I mean, it is illegal.
Do something
about it. If you are invited to a wedding and you can see that the girl is a child, for heaven's sake, pick up that man and take him to prison. So it is very annoying. The most annoying bit, though, Flavia, is why we call it a marriage. Marriage is a nice thing. Marriage is between two consenting adults, plus their families coming to have a celebration. This is not a marriage. It's not a marriage. This is defilement. This is rape. And we've got to call it what it is.
So the communities that are actually doing it, despite the fact that we all know that it is illegal, I mean, you could attribute this to education, a lack of, poverty. So how are you dealing, how, is UNICEF actually going to deal with these key issues and go down and say, this is the issue, how are we dealing with, and are those the two key issues, by the way, you're looking at, poverty, education and education?
I think the lack of knowledge about the laws is also very high on top of that. People don't know. Some people don't know. Some, I mean, for example, in Karamoja may not know that this is actually legal. They've been doing it for centuries, and for them it's the norm. So there must be massive sensitization. And here I want to thank NTV and the other media. You have got to play your part. This is about informing people that little girls are being raped. Little girls whose bodies are not ready for marriage. These are children, Sex, they are not ready.
12 years old.
12-year-olds. So what happens is they get things like fistula. They get damaged so badly. They get infections. HIV, AIDS, for sure. If she is put with an adult man, things just simply don't match.
Have you broken it down to communities? Because if you have such areas like Karamoja, the areas that we talk about, they're not into the whole policing business. They're community-based.
Yes.
Are we going down to the community leaders and telling them this is what should be done?
That's what we need to do. We need to do that as well. It's only as well.
Yes.
We expect our LC leaders, particularly at the district level, the LC1s. This is something they should be watching out.
Be involved.
They know who's in the village. Our woman representative at the LC1. I know LCs were somehow weakened over the years, where they used to be very, very strong at the beginning. And this was their job. See a little girl out of school,
it can still be their job.
It is still their job.
Professor Maggie, as we wind up here, culture. That's something that is, very close to everyone's heart in the continent and just Uganda. How are you going to deal with that as we wind up?
Culture. Culture is only as good as the times. It has to evolve with the times. If you take your daughter out of school today, you are missing an opportunity. Look at what the women have achieved. You could have a Speaker of Parliament. You could have the next president that you're making her get married at 14. So to the parents, you find girls are actually much more useful. So they will help you. in your home. They will continually look after you. They will buy you cars. They will buy you houses.
True.
So marry them off for a chicken or a goat or a cow, which is what happens right now. You miss that huge opportunity. So it's just a matter of sensitizing them, making schools available, cheap and available, free, all the way to university.
Thank you so much for bringing this to light. It is #EndChildMarriages. UG, join UNICEF and NTV, of course, as we bring this to light.